Okay. Hi. Hi. That's all I got today. I've decided I don't like my intro, so I'm going to be trying out different intros. And it's not like I'm a super Curtis Connor fan. When I tell you, I watched an old Curtis Connor video and he did that dual intro, and his second intro was word for word saying, "Hey, what's up? How's it going?" I got so sad. I was like, do I not have a single original thought in my mind? So yeah, I'm gonna be trying out different intros. I need something a bit different. So today's video, let's get into it. So I asked y'all on Instagram what you guys wanted: a reading blog of the Inheritance games or a book review like I've done in the past for the Inheritance games. And I got reading vlog. If you want to say in the future, go ahead and follow me over there. You can vote on what kind of content you see on here. This is just going to be an Inheritance games reading vlog. This is going to be full of spoilers. I've decided that I'm just going to do spoiler reading vlogs because it's just easier for me. Also, to the people who voted for this, y'all better watch this because I'm doing this for you. Please take a gander, do a quick little click, click that little subscribe if you want to. I've heard such good things about this book, so I am very excited to finally know. I feel like I'm the last person to read this series. I think that this is going to be a home run humdinger, 5 stars. The books that I've been reading, I just haven't had the best luck lately of having good reads. They've been 1 stars and 2 stars. And so I am ready for a really good book. As far as spoilers, I think I know who she ends up with. For people who don't know, there is a love triangle in here. I gotta say, I like knowing before going in who the person is gonna end up with, because then I can just root for them. I don't have to get my hopes up for other couples. I know from the get-go, and I can just root for them. But really, other than that, I don't know anything about this. I just know it's a dark academia. I just know that the girl inherits the billions of dollars that this dude gives to her and doesn't give it to any of his family or his grandsons, which is where the love triangle boys come in. I'm excited. I'm just curious how this is going to hold my attention. That just seems like the whole crux of the story, and I'm concerned that I'm gonna get bored. I hope I don't. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. We're doing a reading vlog. You'll see clips of me reading, but also I'm gonna try and include some life stuff in there as well. Also, I don't really do anything. My life is not that interesting. I live in a teeny tiny town, and so people always ask me, how do you read so much? It's because there's literally nothing to do here other than work or read. So that's what I do. But I'll try and take you along with me for some life things, and we can hang out. Excited to see. And again, this is going to be full of spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled, or if you haven't read this, go read it, then come watch, and we can react together. The bookmark today is one that I also got off of Etsy. It's called the Wood Bookmark, literally. It's this really cool, reclaimed wood. It has my name on it. If you would like this, I'll leave the link on the screen of the Etsy store that I got this from, and also I'll leave it in the description so you can go get it if you want it. Let's go ahead and get started with this book. Come on, Jennifer, what do you got for me? What do you got for me? Hopefully the best book of my life. I have made it pretty decent amount. I'm 118 pages in now. I am really enjoying this now. At first, I will say, I do think it was a slow start, but now I'm like starting to get into it. The cast of characters. Avery, I need more from Avery in the sense that I need more personality from her. I don't think that we've touched the surface yet with her, which makes sense. She's been in this state of shock because she's now an heiress. So I makes sense, but I'm hoping that soon we'll get kind of through that and we'll start to get some of that like feisty can-do Avery that I think she is. I'm very anticipatory of that. Jameson is so fascinating. I find him to be one of the more fascinating characters. Same with Savory or Xander, not Xavery. Even Nash is interesting. Grayson is not that interesting. I'm assuming that he will become more interesting, but I'm liking all of the different relationships in here, the different dynamics. My guess, I think, for why Tobias chose her is I think it was a lot more random than they think it is, and like changed her life more for the benefit of, you know, his family growing, but like she's collateral damage in that. I really do think that she really has nothing to do, her family has nothing to do with them. I think that Tobias just somehow picked her name out of a hat and was just like, you are going to teach specifically my grandsons a lesson about life, because I think Tobias really loves his grandsons as shown by his office. I don't know, in my mind, I have a feeling that Tobias's intentions aren't going to be pure, that it's going to be kind of that like rich man mentality that he can just kind of do whatever he wants. And yeah, so I'm glad that we're starting to get more into the puzzles. Like they're starting to like figure out some of the riddles, specifically Jameson and Avery. I'm enjoying their scenes together. I feel like they have a really fun, interesting dynamic. I like Libby too. I'm hoping that Drake doesn't come into play. I just have a feeling that he will. I have a feeling that he's going to be probably towards the end of this come into play. I just kind of see him being the climax of this book. He's like the one that we'll have to deal with in the end, but we'll just see. So as much as I am really enjoying this book, I do think it's going kind of slow for me. It's taking me a while to get into it. I don't think that that's necessarily the book's fault. I think it's me just switching to YA and switching to dark academia. Like it's taking me a little bit to like make that switch mentally. So I don't think it's the book's fault. That's on me. But something that does kind of annoy me is like all the different words for curse words, like faxing. Cringe whenever that comes up. Like I get why. Like it's a YA, so it's their workaround. But to me it's so cringy, and I'm just like, I'm just not gonna read that. I'm gonna pretend like they're saying the actual words. I'm enjoying the book so far. So we'll see where this goes. Maybe I'll finish it today. I don't know. I could see myself getting like really into it. So Okay, we have made it to just about halfway. I'm really getting into it. The short chapters are really helping with that. It's really like keeping it going along. I am still really interested in more Avery. I would have thought by this point we would get more of her, and maybe that's her growth. Maybe that's her arc. Because I'm assuming something big is going to happen. Like she's betrayed by someone, whether that be Libby with freaking Drake or Jameson or Grayson. I just feel like she's going to be betrayed by someone. Maybe that will be the thing to really like spark her, because she's really smart and I feel like we're not utilizing that. Yeah, I don't know. So, I mean, that's really my big thing that I'm still waiting for, because I want more Avery. So, but other than that, I am really enjoying this crazy, weird mystery. Emily is a very interesting addition. Sky is such a weird mother. It's giving me Knives Out vibes, like this family. And Avery is Marta, who is the maid who ends up getting all the money. Like, that's what it's giving. So Emily, like the fact that she has died. I just met her sister, who apparently is like the most beautiful girl ever. All the middle names. It's weird that all of the boys have different fathers. I wonder how that's going to come into play. Libby also better not be talking to Drake. I know it was kind of alluded to in a text message. Like she was sending texts and like she looked at Avery and was just like deer in headlights, and she was like, oh, please don't be texting Drake. Oh, that's gonna make me so sad. Now Avery is being shown the foundation by Grayson. Now Grayson is becoming a bit more interesting. I think we're gonna start seeing behind his gruff mask. I'm gonna call it now that either the fortune isn't going to stay with Avery, but yet like something will happen in which she will get part of it, or she'll keep it but she'll give the foundation to Grayson. That is my prediction. I still think that Tobias, that his intentions aren't going to be good. It's really collateral damage on Avery. Like, that's what I still think is going to happen. I don't know. I'm getting the feeling that Jameson is going to be the one to betray Avery, because it's kind of alluded to that he's using her, that she's the knife or the glass ballerina. I like that as like a motive for why he's talking to her. Like, I find that very interesting. I know it's going to turn into something more, but it just makes it more fascinating and not just like quick, like, okay, yeah, join me in figuring out all these riddles. So it's really holding my attention. And it's amazing how fast I'm getting through this. I don't feel like I've read all that much, and yet I'm already halfway through. I very well may finish this tonight, because I don't have any plans other than reading. And so you may just get an update tomorrow morning. But I am really enjoying this. So, yay. Page 288, and Avery has been shot. They just did the bait thing with the car and the outing, and found Drake being the one who was driving and also the one with the gun. I feel like we went from 0 to 100 so quickly. I wasn't expecting for her to like get shot at. And like the thing is, with it being as serious as it is, Avery really does have shitty people in her life. I think about Max and I think about Libby. Those are the only two people in her life who before really cared about her, and now nowhere to be seen. And like Max's whole thing where she was like, you only care about yourself, you don't even care about me. And I'm just like, girl, her entire world was just turned upside down. Max was the most annoying part of the book, and now that she's gone, I'm happy about it. Get rid of Max. And then Libby, I'm just so disappointed. What I think is going on is Libby and everyone is being used as a scapegoat. I think that someone is setting them up to where now Avery feels very alone, which is working. I don't think it's actually... Drake is not smart enough for that. He's an idiot. I think that they're being set up, which, I mean, I don't mind. Drake can go to jail, and I would be fine with that. But this plot, man, it has really picked up. I am so fascinated. The tension in here. Oh my gosh. The love triangle has been really fun. I'm rooting for different people, even though I'm pretty sure. Now I'm like second guessing myself of whether or not I know who she ends up with. But right now I don't like him. Like he just uses her. Also that first kiss was just... I thought it was really cute, and then he ruined it. He ruined it by saying, you're the key to everything. I could use more Avery though still. Even though she's the main character and we get her point of view, I feel like her personality, I don't know, just hasn't really shown through like the others have. And maybe it's just because the others have such strong personalities and like Avery is kind of like the every person. I want more. I want more of her. I want more from her. And so I'm still looking for that in the next books. And the next books. Like, I'm getting towards the end now. I just think that this is going to leave off on a crazy cliffhanger, and I am going to go directly into the next book. I'm probably going to binge all of these books, if I'm being honest. But I need more answers. I need more answers about Emily. I need more answers about what is going on, who is after her. I need more, too, from, like, the adults in her life. Part of me is, like, wondering if it's them. Also, Tobias Hawthorne II, obviously alive. He has to be alive, right? Because he disappeared. So, like, he's got to be alive. Now, do I need more, like, emotion in it? Yes. I think that that's what I'm missing. It's very plot heavy, and the plot is done very well. It's also very character heavy, which is great because those are all done well. But now I need more of like that connection. I need more connection with Avery. But so far, so dang good. So I'm excited. I'm probably going to finish this tonight. I don't know if I will update you guys again. I may just leave it here. And then during my final review, I can really go off. I am so happy. I'm so happy. Hopefully the ending doesn't completely just like take me out of it. Oh gosh, what if the ending is like horrible? Did I not call the whole betrayal thing feeling kind of betrayed by Jameson because of the kiss and like the thing, and so it's like snapped her out of that, and then also feeling betrayed now by Libby? Was I right or was I right? Now she's feeling betrayed by her lawyer lady, which that's another thing. I wonder if Alyssa, I wonder if she's not all good either. Because I'm pretty sure Nash is good because he's going to have his own book, The Hawthorne Brothers. I don't know. Anyways, I am having such a good time. So I am going to finish this and we will probably talk about it tomorrow morning. So, yay! Okay. This is one of my favorite kombuchas. This gingerade. It burns so good. I don't know why I like drinks that like burn, but I do. Anyways, we are here. Let's get right into it. Wow. So, I don't even know where to begin. I ended up giving it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. It pulled me in. It kept me going. It held my attention. Should we talk about all the things that I was right about? Let's talk about all the things that I was right about. Tobias's overall intentions. Now, okay, it wasn't like he was doing it to be mean. He did apologize, but it truly was just choosing her randomly to come in and basically just bring all of the boys together. Did I not say that? Did I not say that? You saw my reaction in the video. That was what I was reacting to. I was like, I was right. And especially like that I'm sorry note that he wrote to her. I was like, I bet you he is apologizing for giving her the money. And sure enough, that's what it was. Now, whether that stays the reason, we'll see. We still have 2 more books left. Also, what I was right about, Sky, one of the adults being the reason why she got shot at, paying off Drake. I called that. What else was I right about? Oh, that Toby is alive. Of course he's alive. But what I didn't see coming was that Harry was Toby. That I didn't see coming. At the very end, when she was like, oh, I know that person. That is Harry. I was like, oh, okay, that's good. I loved that. It makes sense because now it can be like a thing of like, did he purposefully place himself in her life? Is he actually homeless? Like, what's going on with that situation? So it opens up a lot of doors. I never said it, but Thea and Rebecca being a thing, I called that. What I didn't call, though, was Xander being like the middle person. Also, Xander, like, being in love with, I'm assuming he's in love with Rebecca. That's what all of that language is alluding to, like that epilogue. He, like, can hardly be around her, couldn't be alone with her. I'm assuming that's what that is. So the other things that I didn't see coming was that, like, her name actually meant something, a very risky gamble, which, I mean, was fine. It wasn't as, like, good as Harry's, plot twist. Also, what I didn't see coming was Jameson being such a brat when he was like, no, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. It's not interesting. He's just reminding me of all the things that I did wrong. I'm just like, get over yourself, dude. What I didn't see coming was now I'm Team Grayson. I did not see that coming, even though I know they don't end up together. Things I didn't like about the book, Max. Didn't like Max. I hope she doesn't come back into play. As soon as she was gone, I felt better. I felt better about it. Like, let's not bring in those weird, fake curse words. Let's not do it. Let's just leave that. Libby not helping Avery. Like, Libby will literally help everyone else. Everyone else. The people who treated her like shit. She will help them, but she won't help Avery? I don't understand that part. It doesn't make sense that she would think that, oh no, but Avery can take care of herself. So I don't like that. I didn't like that throughout the whole book. I need her to be more involved. Jameson turning into a brat, didn't like that. I mean, yes, it does make his character a lot more complex. I'll give her that, but like, as a whole, like, I just don't like that. Now I don't like him. Oh, I didn't like the fact that like Emily was made out to be kind of this mastermind, because there's already a mastermind kind of in their life with their grandfather. And so I'm just like, what world are these people living in to where people are just constantly playing mind games with them? Kind of sus, but you know, I mean, I guess it made her into a villain, which I guess helps us root for Avery. Last thing, that I didn't get more Avery. She is way too forgiving, and for me, that doesn't make sense for her character, because she has been hurt and she has been scorned and she has been tossed aside so much. And so for her to be so trusting just doesn't really make sense to me. When Grayson is like, oh, can you just like let me handle my mom who tried to like kill you? Can you just let me handle that? And she was like, no. And he was like, I'll play you for it. And she's like, okay. And then he wins. I hated that. And then all that happened was like she's kicked out of the house. Like, if I were her, like that would be the time when I'm like, no, I'm taking over right now, because I need to not only protect myself, but I need to protect my sister. She's acting like such an adult in all these other ways. Might as well make her an adult in this way too. I will say that's another thing, is Avery acts very much like an adult and not like a 17-year-old. I think she's 17 or 18, which I don't know how realistic that is, but at least she's like really good with numbers, and so that makes sense that she would be running the numbers in her head and, you know, figuring all that stuff out. I'm glad that there's an explanation for that, not that she's just like has that. But what I loved about this book are all the side characters. The side characters just made it. I loved Nash. I found him very interesting. Xander is without a doubt my favorite. I just think he's so funny. He's so smart, and he knows that he's so smart, and yet he doesn't have much of an ego, which is just, I love that. I love that about him. I mean, even Thea was interesting. I don't like her, but she's interesting. Rebecca's interesting. Really, all the brothers. Sky was interesting. Avery just, I need her to be more interesting. And it's probably is because all these other characters are just so on level 10 and she's like on a normal level. But I need her to like really have that cutting edge instinct that I think she's supposed to have. She's preppy but with an edge. Where's the edge? I need the edge to show more. But yeah, I loved the cast of characters. I love the arc of Grayson. I find his story now a lot more interesting. He went from plain Jane to like, oh, okay. Oh, the vibes are immaculate in this. Like I was saying, Knives Out vibes still gives that, and I love that. Some people may think that predictability makes it less fun. For me, it's fun when I guess it, when I guess some things right, when I don't guess other things right. So for me, that was a really fun part of it. All in all, really enjoyed this book. What I'm looking forward to with the rest of the series, again, more Avery. That's what I want. I want her to develop more, and I want to be able to see that. Either her harden, her become more savvy in this world. I need more of that street smarts to come through that I know she has. I need Libby to be a better sister. I need also Jameson to be a bit more caring, because right now I really don't, like, it's giving me a weird vibe. Like how all he really cares about is the fact that she's this mystery. And so it's giving me Manic Pixie Dream Girl, and I hate that trope because it's nothing to do with the girl. It's all just like how the guy feels when he's around the girl, and I don't like that. Also, better lady side characters. I've realized that really the best characters are all the male characters, so I need the females to really pick it up. For Toby, now that I know that he's alive, that we find out that, you know, he's been playing the long game too, which I'm assuming he has. So I'm expecting something big from Toby. See, I thought that we wouldn't get why Avery is there until the end of the final book. And so the fact that we got it in this one makes me think, you know, this ain't over. Like, what I had thought before was just like the bare minimum, and now we're just gonna go a level up. Last thing, I need Nan's story. Nan is so interesting. I take back what I said about needing better lady characters. I need Nan. I need Nan to take control of this narrative. I need to know how she killed her ex-husband. I need to know why. I need to know the how. I need to know her backstory of how she became who she is. If Jennifer ever writes a prequel, I hope it's Nan's story, because that's what I want. She sounds so interesting and I need it. I mean, overall, really enjoyed this book. It was so much fun to read. Again, gave it a 4 stars. So I'm excited to read the next ones. I'm so glad that now I'm a part of it and I know what happened, and like I can be a part of the fandom now. Like, this is so exciting. I think I will end the vlog here. I hope you enjoyed spending really just yesterday with me. I think I like doing just one book vlogs. They're not as stressful for me. Doing a weekly vlog is a lot. So like these 1 to 2 day vlogs, like I can do. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Please comment, like, subscribe if you did. I will talk to you all again soon. Bye.